It's now warm enough. That is a true representation of what I currently feel like. Today's meeting is all over and I'm free for pretty much the rest of the day. And that workspace right there is a workspace of productivity. Have you been working hard, Kai? Have you? Have you? But on a serious note, today's meeting we discussed many interesting things. And I just realised I was out of focus this entire time. I honestly feel that I'm gonna get a lot of hate. Yesterday on Snapchat, I was fixing my headphones because this bit was loose. And it worked and it was all good and I tightened it, but then I realised that I wasn't quite hearing sound correctly. And doing so, I just unscrewed this and it turns out that this tiny little cable end section is meant to be soldered onto here. So what I'm trying to say is, if the audio sucks for this video, my headphones are broken. But it just so happens, my dad has a soldering iron. But there's one issue. That one issue is that my dad's not here and I now have no headphones until my dad is back. But in the meanwhile, I need to tidy up all of this. And I know I'm moving studios, so what's the point of me tidying up? I've got a reason for doing it. The reason being is that I'm not moving studios until it is all sorted with carpet and all the damp is fixed and all of that kind of stuff is done. In the meanwhile, this is my studio. I might as well make it clean. These are what I need to solder. Do you want me to hold it in place? Yellow one's not connected correctly.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I think I've done it. Yes. So I ended up using the original cable that came with the headphones. While searching for the wire, I found the cable lock device thingy-majig, which I completely and utterly forgot about. All it was this little bit of plastic. I am done with life, I am done. But at least now I can have some sort of bass and some sort of treble. I was getting a bit bored with just listening to the mid-tones. But it works! I honestly can't express how happy I really am. I honestly think that these headphones actually work now. But as today is Thursday, that means that today is Q&A Thursday. But before I play the Q&A intro, I think I need to go somewhere. Let's turn the heating right up. Now it's not really that bad, but it is slightly chilly. Just let me warm up very quickly. Yes! It's now warm enough. Let's play the Q&A intro. Yeah. If you're not into the whole Q&A lifestyle, and I'm not really into watching the Q&A section of my videos, so I kind of skip it myself, is that kind of a bad thing? But if you don't want to watch it, skip to the time on this box, because that is the time when the vlog will resume. Okay, I've only just found your channel, so I apologise if you have already spoke about it, but what made you decide you want to be a vlogger? It's kind of an interesting story, to be honest. Before I was a YouTuber, I used to do tons of public speeches across the whole of the UK. My life was manic. And so many kids came up to me and
do you have a YouTube channel? Do you talk about it on YouTube? Do you do YouTube?
When things started to settle down in my life, I decided that I was going to make a main channel, which is this channel, if you haven't already guessed. Prior to doing all of my YouTube stuff, I was a performing artist, so I knew how to talk to a camera and I knew how to be a bit like this. And when I was 10 years old, I was in my own show. It was pretty much my family daily vlogging me. HPR was my own channel, but people wanted to know what my everyday life was like as a transgender teen, so I started HPV, and I did that for 154 days last year. And in December, I was like, whoa, I like daily vlogging, and then I thought to myself, I want to make my main channel into a daily vlog channel. Hence why I make daily vlogs more than my transgender stuff. And that is the story why I make daily vlogs now. Have you ever been in a fight? Yes, I made a video about this a long time ago. I was the school bully. Believe it or not, I was the kid that intimidated all the rest of the kids in my school. And I'm completely honest about that. I know I was a complete and utter idiot back then. And I regret everything that I did. Do you do ballet and how did you get into it? I was 6 years old. When I was 6 years old, I did rugby, football, tennis. And one time after a rugby session, I went to a fish and chip shop. I saw a post on the wall saying,
ballet classes.
Jokingly, I said, hey mum, can I do ballet lessons? And a week later, I found myself in a ballet lesson. I did ballet my entire performing arts career and I got to grade 6, also known as intermediate, but I never actually took the exam, but I was very, very good. And how you get into it, you just go into a ballet school and like, can you teach me? I want to learn. Because after all, they're a business and they don't care who does it, they just want money. If you could have anything in the world, what would it be?
A few moments later.
The one thing that I really would want is if I ever die, I would want my family to be happy and celebrate my death. Not in the fact like, yay, I'm dead, but in the fact that they saw something in me that will reflect on them to make them change the world. Because right now, this entire room could be done tomorrow if I wanted it. I could have any camera I want, I could have anything I want in my life. But money doesn't buy you happiness, it buys you experiences, and that's not really what I want. Because once I'm gone, there is nothing. It just was another wasted soul. The one thing I would want is my family to be happy, even if I'm not here. And I would want you peeps to be happy, because one day I'm not gonna be here, and one day I won't be making videos. I would just want everyone to be happy, and for me to leave my mark to inspire millions of other people. Do you like to wear leggings or jean short shorts? I used to wear leggings when I did performing arts, but I don't really wear them anymore, and short shorts, I don't really wear shorts anyway. What is the longest you would let your hair grow? I would let my hair grow all the way until it hits the bottom. If you could listen to a song for 3 months straight, what song would it be? There's a song from the film Sing, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Set It All Free. What's your favourite melon? I love honeydew melons. If you don't know what a honeydew melon is, they're the yellow ones. And I think that wraps it up for today's Q&A. I've never been so emotionally affected by questions. For the rest of the day, I plan to try and tidy up the floor as much as I can, because you would have seen in a previous episode that I put a bin over there, and it's about time that I start cleaning the floor. There's mess over here, mess down here, mess down all of here, and mess all the way down there. 5:13 in the PM. Let's do this thing. An hour later, and most of it's cleaned. I understand that I'm gonna have to use a vacuum to clean the rest of all the dust and all the smelly stuff and all the leaves and all the bleh. As well as that, I'm probably gonna have to use some kind of jet-powered hose thingamajig to get rid of all the bird poo on the floor. I wasn't lying. To be honest, I think that I had a 6-hour meeting, cleaned my current studio, cleaned the most of the floor studio here. That made sense. But now it's time for the most important part of my day. Let's talk to the parents. (20:34 in the PM). I seemingly have something that I need to do tomorrow morning extremely early, so I have to briefly stop the vlog right now. I do apologise. Tomorrow is an exciting day, but I have to be up incredibly early, so sorry. It goes on to the one next to it, I think. It goes on to this one. So the yellow wire, where the other yellow wire is. So it goes to there. Yeah, there's definitely nothing coming from that. Oh, it's come undone, that's why.
It's time to say goodbye. I had so much fun, and you had so much fun. We all had so much fun, and now we say goodbye.